Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming a makeup tutorial and I've got a few new products I want to try out today, and I also want to film kind of like a festival makeup look. I want to do a few of these. I want to do kind of like a more warm tone neutral one today, and then the next few I want to do really bright colourful looks. I do have an eyeshadow palette here from Klara Cosmetics and the colours are just so beautiful. So this is what the eyeshadow palette looks like. There are some beautiful colours in this eyeshadow palette. I cannot wait to play with this. I've never used any of their products before, so I'm really curious to see what the quality is like. This orange and this kind of burgundy maroon colour, I just have to use it today. So I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to go about this makeup look today, but we're just going to take it as it comes. I just find I'm the most creative if I just sit down and just start doing my makeup on camera. If you do have any requests on certain festival makeup looks, or you want to send me pictures, I will leave my Twitter or Facebook down below if you want to send me any ideas on what you kind of want to see. But anyway, let's just get straight into doing the makeup. I'm going to start off with the eye makeup as usual. I'm going to use my Essence I Love Stage eyeshadow primer. So I'm just going to apply this all over my eye. It's literally just started raining outside and it's meant to be summer. Talk about Melbourne weather for you. We get like 4 seasons in one day here. I'm just going to blend that out with my beauty blender, which I really need to wash, but I'll just blend this out first and then I'll go wash it later when I'm doing my face makeup. I'm just going to set my eyeshadow base down with my Maybelline Matte Maker Powder. This one is in the colour Ivory, and I'm just going to use a Jessup blending brush. So for my crease, I'm going to take this brown right here, and I'm going to use my Zoeva 221 brush. So I'm just going to start blending that in my crease and socket area, and I will blend it up as well. So at the moment I'm just blending this colour upwards. I want it to be really blown out, and I'm not having any problems with this colour. It's really nice, it blends out really well as well. So I'm going to go right on this inner corner as well and really blow it out here. Okay, so I'm going to continue using the same brush, and now I'm going to dip into this beautiful bright orange. So I'm just going to go over. I want to make this really intense. Okay, so now I'm going to jump into this beautiful kind of burgundy maroon colour, and I'm going to take this on my Beauty Glamour Box brush in E17. And I'm going to focus this right in the socket line, not blending it as high. I just kind of want it to blend up into the orange. So I'm just going to try and keep this colour lower, just so it kind of looks like a sunset, I guess. Okay, so Gerad said I should use the gold on my lid, so I'm going to today. I'm just going to use my Zoeva 234 flat shader brush, smoky shader brush, sorry. And I'm just going to pack this all over the lid. I'm just going to grab this kind of white shimmery shade, and I'm going to put this on my brow bone and inner corner. So I'm just jumping back in with that maroon red shade, and I'm going to work this on the outer corner. I'm just going to help kind of blend out that gold a little bit. I'm also going to take a tiny bit of this colour just to deepen up the outer corner. Again, I'm just using my Beauty Glamour Box brush. This one is E17. So I'm just going to deepen up that outer corner a little bit. Okay, I'm going to move on to liner. I'm just going to use my Maybelline Eye Studio Gel Liner, and I'm going to take my Zoeva 317 Wing Liner brush. So I'm going to do like a rough kind of wing liner, and then I'm going to go over with liquid liner just so I can clean it up. I'm just not the best at using gel, but I like how pigmented it is. I'm just going to go over that with my Essence Liquid Ink Waterproof Liner. So now I'm going to go in with the Balm Mad Lash Mascara. I'm just going to coat my top lashes and then I'll put some falsies on and we'll move on to the face makeup. Okay, so these are the lashes on. They're very big. I haven't worn big lashes like this in a really long time, so I'm kind of in love. And I feel like since it's festival makeup, you can get away with really extreme makeup or lashes or whatever you want. So these ones are the Slay Everyday Gisella eyelashes, so that's just the packaging. I will have their website linked down below if you want to go check them out. Okay, so we're going to move on to the face makeup, and I've just realized I've pretty much used all drugstore affordable makeup on my eyes today, so I think I'm going to stick with that for the rest of my makeup. I'm going to start off with my L'Oreal Lumi Magique base, and I'm just going to put this all over. I do have a little bit of fake tan on my face, so my face might look a little bit patchy around my nose. I'm now going to take my NYX Pore Filler Primer, and I'm going to use this around the nose and cheek area where I get the largest pores. This one I feel like is very comparable to the Benefit Professional Primer, so if you're after something similar, definitely try this out. So for foundation, I'm going to use my L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover Foundation. This one is in the colour 24 Golden Beige. I'm just going to start by putting it on my finger and just spreading it out. By the way, I'm just using a Zoeva 102 Silk Finish foundation brush to blend this out, and then I'll go over with my beauty blender. So for my concealer, I'm going to start off with my NYX Dark Circle Concealer. This one is just in the colour Light. So I'm just going to start putting this under my eye. And just kind of like right in here as well, because I do get darkness in there. So now I'm going to jump in with my L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover Concealer Palette, and I'm going to take this very light kind of yellow concealer as well, and I'm actually going to mix it in with a bit of the Salmon Concealer, but I'm going to keep this a bit lower because I do want to brighten the under eye and just on the sides of the nose as well. Most of my drugstore concealers are very sheer, and this is why I like to do this step. If you want it to be more full coverage, I go in with a very full coverage concealer like this that is typically a little bit harder to blend out, and then I go in with my sheer liquid concealer, and then it's just much easier to blend out, and it just really smooths out all the cream concealer as well. That probably sounds really stupid, but I like doing it. I'm just going to start blending out that cream concealer. So you can probably hear a car in the background, but I have to continue with filming. I'm going to use my CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous Concealer. From what I can see, it says light pale. It's so small, I can barely read that. I'm just going to do 4 lines under the eyes like that, just because this concealer is really light. It's a little bit too light for me when I'm fake tanned. Well, more lines than 4. And then I've got my Mud Concealer, and this one is in the colour 2 Natural Beige. And I'm just going to put that right under. The Mud Concealer isn't as brightening, that's why I like to put it closer to the under eye area. To set under my eyes, I'm going to take my Mud Defining Contour and Highlight Palette, and I've been loving this palette at the moment. If you couldn't tell, I've been using it in every single video. So I'm going to start off with the banana shade, and I'm just going to set under my eyes. Okay, so to kind of highlight all the other places on my face, I'm going to go back in with my Mud Concealer. Again, this one is in the colour 2 Natural Beige, so it's not going to be too overpowering with brightness, which is what I want today. So I'm going to put a little bit on my chin, a little bit around my mouth, around my nose, down my nose, and on my forehead as well. Again, just blending it out. Okay, so going back in with my banana powder, I'm just going to set those areas. I'm going to take a little bit of my Rimmel Silky Loose Powder, and I'm just going to help brighten under the eye a little bit. I'm just going to let this sit here for a few minutes while I do other things to my face. And I'm just going to bake my smile lines a little bit. I'm going to set the rest of my face with my Savvy Natural Finish Press Powder. This one is in the colour 3 Sand Beige. I'm just taking a massive Jessup tapered face brush. I've got so many of these brushes. I love them. They're so good for bronzing, putting powder on, blushes, all that kind of stuff. I think I've got at least 4 or 5 of the same brush, and they're super cheap, just off eBay. I'm just going to brush off that bake while I'm here. So I've got this Ulta 3 strobing kit, and there looks like there is a bronzer in here. I haven't used it before, but it's this color right here. These ones are creams, but this one I think is a bronzer, but let's see what it looks like on the skin. It is very shimmery, but I kind of want a shimmery bronzer. I'm going back in with my Mud Contour and Highlight Kit, and I'm just mixing both of those browns, and I'm just going to contour my cheekbones. I'm just quickly contouring my nose a little bit. I just put too much product on my nose. I'm just using the same contour shade. I'm just grabbing my Rimmel powder again, and I'm just going to clean up my contour a little bit. I'm just going to bake the sides of my nose. I'm just going to bake under here as well. I'm just going to go back in with my Ulta 3 strobing kit, and I'm going to use the shimmery blush out of this. And I'm just going to apply this to my cheeks. That car is so loud. This is what you get for living on a main road. There's always cars going past. I'm just going to brush off that bake, and then I'm going to put some highlighter on. Okay, so I've got this Ulta 3 Rainbow Highlighter Powder. I've never used it before. I did put my hand on it just to see what it looked like. So this is what the highlighter looks like. I'm a bit worried on how it's going to look on my face, but I want to do something fun. So I'm just going to use my Zoeva 224 eyeshadow brush. I just want to use something really small to like focus it on the area. So I'm just going to swirl it in there. I don't know how pigmented this is going to be. So it doesn't look very rainbow once I actually put it on my skin. Okay, so I really need to blend this out. You can just see this massive strip on my face. It is definitely pigmented, but I thought I was going to get some multicolored action with this highlighter, but it doesn't really look like it's got too much color in it. So we're going back to the eyes. I'm just going to the lower lash line. I'm just going to be using pretty much a mixture of these 3 colors here. I want this look to be really blown out and smoky. Okay, so I've got a blue pencil liner here. I'm going to try and put this in my waterline. I'm not sure how well it's going to go on, so let's just see what happens. So this one is the Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil in 22 Turquoise. Okay, so this is what the eyes are looking like. I'm really loving this eye makeup at the moment, and I love the blue liner. In terms of lip color, I don't think it's actually going to be a drugstore or affordable product, just because I actually forgot I wanted to use this lipstick. And this is the Gerad Cosmetics Metal Matte Dreamweaver Liquid Lipstick, and it is like a gold metallic color, and I just feel like it's very appropriate to go with this kind of makeup look. I'm just going to quickly go in with the Gerad Cosmetics lip liner. This one is in the color Sugar and Spice, and I'm just going to use this to kind of redefine my lips. Okay guys, so this is the finished makeup look. I hope you all enjoyed this makeup tutorial. Realistically, this is something I would go for if I was going to like a music festival. Even though I'm a grandma, I don't really go anywhere. This is probably something I would go for. This is kind of like my kind of look with the really warm tones, the oranges, the golds. I'm just really in love, and it really makes blue eyes stand out. But yeah, anyway, let me know what kind of festival makeup looks you would like to see. I can't wait to play with some glitter and really bright colors and crazy lipsticks, so please let me know. So anyway, all my social networks are linked down below if you want to go follow me on those, and I'll see you guys really soon in my next video. Bye guys.